Oh, top of the morning to you. I went to some junk sales or garage sales the other day and got a few trinkets. This is one of them. This is a little Radio Shack. It's probably a valuable collector's item now since a Radio Shack seems to be circling the drain. It's I think it's a Pro 82 or 3. It just says Pro 82, but it's missing. Actually, when I got this, it was in worse shape. This antenna was broke, and the display didn't work. Actually, the lady at the garage sale just gave it to me. She said, "If you want that, you can have it," which is funny. That was probably a couple $100 when it was new. Now it's useless garbage. But why? Just because it's broke? I mean, I don't know. Even if the antenna and the door is gone. You can still have a little fun. You can attempt to fix it up, which is what I did. The antenna was easy enough to fix up. It's just got a little kind of a C-clip in there, and I just pushed it back together till it snapped. That was easy enough. The battery door, there's nothing I can do about it. A piece of adhesive tape, good enough for who it's for. And the display, I noticed when you twisted the unit, the display would come and go, so it told me that more than likely there was some sort of a connection that was amiss. And to be really honest, I got to tinkering with this in the car, and I fixed it in the truck. I fixed it in the truck in about 10 minutes. It had batteries in it. It did work.
Their service was 80.
So I took it apart, and basically all you do is you take these two screws out. The back comes off. There's another circuit board on there that is the bulk of the scanner. I took that off. Connector, which goes to the speaker part, and then that whole circuit board just comes off. That leaves the circuit board for the buttons and the display. The potato bugs are out. They're moving pretty quick for this time of year. That board is held in with about 5 or 6 screws. You take that off, and then there's a diffuser lens for the LEDs to light that display up, and a little, I'm not sure how to describe those, they're kind of a little zebra piece of rubber. They're a conductive piece of rubber that hook those LCD displays to the circuit board. They don't even solder them on there anymore. They just use this kind of conductive material. It's very similar to the Fluke type voltmeters. Anyway, that stuff was dirty. I just took the display off and took a tissue and a little dab of alcohol. Yeah, I have alcohol in the truck. It's denatured, so don't get any ideas. And I just wiped that off. It's in my tool bag. And just stuck it all back together, and the display took off. So it pretty much runs.
This hazardous weather outlook is for...
So it begs the question, what do you do with a kind of a old, tired, busted up scanner? Well, it could be a valuable tool. It kind of goes from the edge of the amateur band, like 10 meter band, up into past about 500 or 600 megahertz. So there's a few areas there. It's got some pre-canned places to scan. There's like weather and amateur. It'll do the 6 meter and the 2 meter and the 70 centimeter. It'll do the aircraft band, which is kind of interesting. You know, a lot of people don't pay much attention to aircraft band, and the closest control or airport to me is probably about 20 miles away, but you can hear it from here if you just have a little patience. There's Marine. You don't hear too much about that, but there is some stuff going on the river. It's not too far away. It's actually right next to the airport. Police and fire are pretty much worthless nowadays. They've encoded everything because, well, to be really honest, because nefarious characters are up to no good, so they gotta kind of encrypt that stuff. You can still scan it, but you better have $600 for a scanner. So, yeah, I think I'll stick with my free one for now. Scanners have really gotten expensive over the years. Just noticed there's a little part number on there. Actually, this would be a good addition to anybody's repair shop. You could use it to listen to local oscillators. Kind of use it to sniff around for noises and stuff. There are plenty of other little uses for it. This one you can program to go off when the National Weather Association has that weather alert, which should save you having to buy one of those kind of crummy weather alert stations. Here in the States, we've got these little stations. They probably do other places too. And they're specifically designed to be controlled by the National Weather Service to let you know that there's severe weather. They're kind of a big piece of crap. They're $40 and they're pretty junky. If you got a power pack for this, you could do the same thing. This will sit there and monitor that and go off and make some sort of a tone when it goes off, and then open the squelch and let the alert through. And other things you could do is you could use this handy dandy little battery pack for another scanner. For years, Radio Shack used the same place. It was a place over in Japan, and they pretty much have standardized this little battery pack. A lot of their scanners have two battery packs. There's a wet cell, or a rechargeable cell one, which is wired a little differently than this dry cell one. I think they're a different color too. I think they're, I want to say yellow and white. I don't know. Use your imagination. You could just use it for scanning too. There's plenty of things still to listen to. Just because police and fire are gone doesn't mean there are plenty of other things that aren't there. No, there's plenty of stuff there. Well, I think I'm going to go in. It's starting to warm up pretty good today. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. Take it easy. Have a groovy day.